Rudford's restaurant in San Diego is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. During that long week, they offer the Big Nick Burger Challenge, consisting of a burger piled high with 2 pounds of beef, hash browns, cheese, fried eggs, and gravy. Eat the towering burger and a plate of fries in 30 minutes or less, and your $20 meal is free. With no fanfare, no BS, and no Stalin, let's see how I handled the Big Nick.
I want to take my first bite. Is that one time?
Yeah, you can split it out the way you want. You can do whatever you want with the burger. Everything's first bite. You need extra base?
No, I think I'll be fine. It's a lot of bread. Alright, let's start.
Welcome to another freak eating challenge. We're still in San Diego for this one. In fact, it's just a couple hours after taking down the great white whale at Shakespeare's pub and visiting the beach on Coronado Island. I decided to make it a doubleheader by taking on the Big Nick challenge before heading home. I had completed this challenge several years ago in 2011, but in the years that passed, they made this burger a lot bigger. I wasn't expecting it to be so big this time around, so that meant this was going to be a true test of my long game eating ability. Probably not the best idea to do this right after the big fish platter, but life is nothing without risk, so I'm going for it. You might be wondering about my awkward camera setup for this video. Well, a lot of that was determined by the restaurant. The rules for the challenge require anyone taking the Big Nick challenge to sit at the counter. That leaves very little space to set up a camera, unless you're using a GoPro or some sort of spy camera. They didn't allow me to set up a tripod behind the counter or in the kitchen, so the only thing I could do was set it up on the counter itself, aiming downwards at me. The angle is rough. I know you don't get a full view of the proceedings, but under the circumstances we work with, we have to work with the best that's available to us. The challenge actually comes with a milkshake, but surprisingly you don't need to finish the milkshake or any drink at all to beat the challenge. I don't know why they came up with this rule or why they give you a milkshake at all, to be honest. I picked vanilla and tried to focus on the burger and fries, since finishing those would give me the win. The burger had a balanced flavor to it, not spicy and not bland, but what I really liked was the hash browns and gravy, a delicious touch that separates this challenge from many others and made it feel more like a breakfast meal. The fried eggs weren't my cup of tea exactly, but they add to the variety, and for that reason I can't knock it. The French fries seemed very ordinary to me, nothing spectacular to their flavor or texture, but on the other hand they weren't overdone or soft, so that's good. I could eat them all day without complaint, but no doubt the chips from Shakespeare's pub were made a lot better. As flavor fatigue got to me, I discovered that drinking the milkshake helped me to overcome the saltiness of the fries. That's an important strategy point to remember. You can use sweet toppings to switch the flavors sometimes when you need to keep going. It's not going to help you if you're full, of course, or getting totally full. There's no cure for being totally full during a food challenge. If you're totally full, bad things are going to happen. When you take the Big Nick challenge, they start off by giving you as many plates as you need to deconstruct the towering burger. That's actually a good idea. I didn't realize just how hot the burger was when I began the challenge. Everything was scalding, especially the eggs. It was so hot that I could barely touch it with my fingers. Giving the food time to cool in a case like this is key because you don't want to burn yourself. In my defense, it's not common that you find food this hot during a challenge, but I relearned a valuable lesson. If the server offers you plates, take them. In my past experience, I try to eat the meat first on giant burgers. I'm going to chalk it up to my fullness from what I'd eaten earlier at Shakespeare's, but I never really developed a strategy when I was doing this challenge. I apologize for how messy everything looks on screen. It kind of looks like I'm eating a mashed up pile of slop. Like that really nasty cafeteria food that you just see in TV shows. This isn't the best way to present this burger challenge. It just looks like a big mishmash, but that's what happened. Ketchup was my friend in helping down some of the burger meat, hash browns, and french fries. I never knew why, but sometimes ketchup is more effective at that than water or soda. This is also a lesson in being very, very careful when you pick two challenges to do on the same day. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, and by the look of it, I was coming pretty close to it. The 30-minute time limit on this challenge was making me wonder if I would be able to catch it. I think if the limit was 45 minutes or an hour, the stress level would have been considerably less. So what do you get for besting this burger challenge? Well, you don't pay for the meal, which was around $20, and you get a t-shirt and your picture up on the wall of fame inside the restaurant. According to Magic Mitch, this prize is the gold standard. Free meal, free shirt, picture on the wall. That's pretty much the best you can hope for at most restaurants that are offering up food challenges. It's very rare to find a cash prize or something nice like that. But I was in the middle of a real struggle, so thoughts of winning the prize were the only thing keeping me going when the going got tough. So now I'm going to do your ears a favor and I'm going to stop providing the play-by-play at this point. Just believe me that I was fighting hard to get all the food in, and I was never sure how this one was going to end. You'll have to stay tuned if you want to see how it plays out. And with 4 minutes to spare, I pulled out the hard-fought victory at 26 minutes. Definitely not my finest hour, but it's always amazing to add another challenge to the list of wins.
Right on. 3 minutes to spare, 4 minutes to spare. All right. Cool. I don't have a t-shirt for you today. Somebody with keys to the office has to get you that.
Okay.
But if you come in tomorrow, or call tomorrow actually,
Okay.
see if he'll be able to get you the t-shirts.
If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button before you go. There's plenty of new challenges on the way, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to see them all, and I'll see you next time on Freak Eating. So until we eat again, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak.